All right, y'all, this is going to be a quick unboxing and look at the Team Corrali Spark XB6. So this is the latest buggy from Team Corrali. Now, you guys know I do have the Kagama as well, and I do have that down. I'm actually going to show that to you guys with this. So this is just going to be an unboxing. It's actually too cold outside. It's about 12 degrees or so outside, so it's not going to be fair to kind of run this off-road and do some jumping because something probably will break with it being so cold and probably making the parts a little bit brittle out there. But I wanted to show that I do have this, guys, and I do want to show this to you as well. So it does come, of course, with their basic electronics they put a lot of their vehicles. Electronics have always been good. Servo's always been good because you can actually run this on a higher voltage, higher than 6 volts. Speed control has always been good, and the motor stuff has been good. Radio, I've liked it. Some people are kind of back and forth with it, but I haven't had any problems with it at all. And I did actually get the blue one. There it is there. Oh, yeah. Can y'all smell that? New RC car smell with this. So I did get this blue one to kind of match the blue Kagama that I have too. And like I said, I will be showing that to you guys as well. Try to get this out real quick. This is going to be the radio in there. Now, one thing that Team Corrali doesn't do, unless it's in here, they actually don't include any tools with this. So let me go ahead and pull this out. All right, y'all, getting this out, and this buggy, it actually looks good. It resembles their Radx 6 and Radx 4 that they recently came out with. So I'm glad they kind of stuck to this body style. And the Python looks pretty cool too, but I think this gives it more of an aggressive kind of update look for it. And it kind of separates it from like the Python people always said is just like the Typhon. They switched a couple of letters around or whatever for it, but I'm glad they actually went with this, and I think they actually got it right. The only thing they need to do, Team Corrali, if y'all watching this video, we need some tools with this. I like it that you give us springs in here, keychain, and a couple of little small things like that. But we actually need some tools to work on this. At least something to tighten up these wheel nuts or something. Because if someone gets this for the first time, the first thing that always happens to these vehicles when you run them is these come loose. So these need to be updated too. So if they do any running updates, they definitely need to update these wheel nuts for all their vehicles going forward. So please, if y'all see this video, give an update on these because we need these. So it's pretty interesting that this one actually comes with an extra set of springs for it because the Kagama did not. And I'll bring my Kagama out in just a minute to show that to you guys. Got the box laying down there for this one. It does come with this CT2R radio. No problems, no issues with this. I haven't had any issues. Certain people in the past end up changing it out, which is fine. But for me, it's fine. It has all your basic trims and stuff in there, and no problems at all I've had with this radio. It actually fits good in the hand. It uses 4 AA's for it. And looking at this buggy actually looks good to me. And I got this because I liked the Radx 6 and 4. I had those. And then I also had the Python. See, I was going to say Typhon. I also had the Python as well. Those vehicles were all good, but the durability just wasn't there. But for this one, it actually is because they went ahead and did some updates on it. I'll take this bike off and show it to you guys. So they did some updates on it that should make this good. Now, these tires are going to be more or less all-purpose tires, but these actually feel a little bit harder than the previous one, so they should hold up pretty good. Like I said, it's like 12 degrees outside, so I'll probably get this out and speed test this within the next day or so. I'm not sure exactly when, but I'll definitely get this out for a Super Speed Saturday. This should actually be able to handle the 17 or 18 tooth pinion gear max to see what kind of speeds we get with it. But they've done a couple of things with this. You guys see they have these covers over these shocks, so if this flips over, this won't eat into any of your shocks or anything like that. So it's actually protection for that front and rear, which is good. They got this new paint scheme for it. This does come in 3 different colors too, which is good. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to take this top off. They've done several things, in my opinion, to make this vehicle a lot better. You guys see they kind of have this chassis brace, center brace, tower to tower. Well, it's not really tower to tower brace, but they have this brace that's in here, and you guys see underneath the chassis too, they kind of got it laser etched in for that. You guys see that they're engineered to be the fastest, Team Corrali, with this. So if you guys have had one of these vehicles before, when they first came out, there were small issues as far as these steering hubs, stuff like that. When you jump, these will pop out, but this does have the upgraded version, so don't have to worry about that. It does look like it has beefier A-arms and stuff on it, so we don't have to worry about any parts breaking on that as well. I did see several videos that people have done on this vehicle, and it's actually pretty good, so I think they actually got it right with this one. Flipping this over, All their vehicles, whether they're a truck or a buggy, come with a 13-tooth pinion gear. So we're going to run this stock out the box. I believe this should still have a 13. I don't think it's a 21. But you just remove these 2 screws and we can see the pinion gear in there. But I believe if I look up in there, yep, it seems to be a 13 for that as well. But we'll get this out for a speed test the next day or so and test the stock out the box when it warms up. At least if it gets to 25 degrees or something, 30, we'll get this out and test it. With that, and you guys see that they have these thicker braces on these thicker center braces here on the front and for the rear, so it should be good. This should be a good solid platform now that they have this. The only thing they have to do is update these wheel nuts for it, and please at least give us something to remove these wheel nuts off with in the future if they do that, because I think once they do that, we'll be good to go. And it'd actually be cool if they took this platform and made a short course truck with it, or created or produced some kind of on-road car for it. So let me go ahead. I'm going to get this Kagama, and I want to show you some tires I'm going to use for this as well. All right, so this is, of course, the Kagama, and this is, of course, the Spark. So I wanted to at least get these two out and show you real quick the size differences with these two vehicles. And if you're actually looking for a good 6S battery to run in a buggy that's not going to have your body sticking all up, I do recommend kind of this battery I have, and it's an SMC battery, and it's a 5500 milliamp LiPo. That's a 6S, and it's actually perfect for buggies because it actually fits in there really good, and it doesn't actually stick up and have half your body and stuff sticking up, which I'll throw this in here in just a second. It may fit, but I may have to remove this back brace for, which is 2 screws to remove that to fit this battery in here. But it's probably going to fit as is. I'll put that in just a minute. But I did at least want to show these to you guys side by side. I did remove that top foam that was actually on it because I was putting my GPS on there to keep that kind of stable so that wouldn't fall off. But I did want to at least show you guys these two side by side, and this is the reason why I chose blue, because I have a blue Kagama, so I might as well get a blue Spark buggy as well. And you guys know that I went out and I tested this Kagama with 17 tooth, and it was just too fast. But I do have a wheelie bar that I put around here somewhere. Yeah, right here. So I do have this wheelie bar that I'm actually going to try to put on this Kagama. And I don't think I'll need one for the Spark, but I do have this wheelie bar I'm going to put on. This wheelie bar is actually pretty expensive, unless you can get it from Jenny's with that. And I do have some tires too. I thought they would be a little bit larger, but comparing these tires, these are some J Concept tires, about the same size as Hoons and stuff. They are a little bit smaller in diameter than I had anticipated. So these are some actually pretty large buggy tires and wheels that are on there. You guys can see that there. So I probably will try it. It's not going to be good for a speed test stock out the box, because you guys know the diameter tire, since it's smaller, it's going to be slower. But this will be good if I use these or choose to go putting around and stuff. And what I like about this, I don't even know if you can find these anymore, is that it has an adapter for 17 millimeter and then also for 12 millimeter, so you can fit these on buggies and stuff too. And then it's got this extra, these screws, I didn't put all the screws in, but it's got screws you can actually put on the front of it to put this extra piece on the top of this wheel with this. But anyway, that is a look at this, guys. I'm not going to go too in depth with this. You guys have probably seen several unboxings on it and stuff. I want to get this out and run. I'm kind of curious to how these tires are going to hold up. And I'm going to put this SMC LiPo battery in here real quick. See, and you guys see there, this LiPo is a perfect fit. I didn't even have to remove that back piece back here for it. So this will be the LiPo that I actually run in here. And I'll put a link in the description to this. It's a 5500 milliamp 6S LiPo. And I'm dropping stuff everywhere, just trying to at least show this to you guys. If we tuck this in here, you guys will see this body will fit on here perfectly. If I can get that on the back, I think these wires are all sticking out through the side and stuff. But this will fit on here perfectly. You see that there? And it doesn't stick up. So the 5500 is actually a perfect battery for any 6S buggy. I think it'll even fit good inside the HPI Vorza too. Because you guys know sometimes you get like a 6 or 7 and it's like sticking up on the side and stuff. So that's a perfect fit for this. So that's going to be a quick look and unboxing. I just wanted to show this to you guys. It's going to be a couple days before I actually get this out and get this running. I think it's going to rain in the next couple days, and it may snow, which I was hoping that it would snow today, because I wanted to get this out and run this in the snow, and then run my Kraton EXB too, both of these against each other in the snow, but we didn't get that just yet. But anyway, guys, put your comments down below. I'll be doing a speed test with this. Put in the comments on this video, how about that? How fast you think it's going to go stock out the box. There's probably some videos out there speed testing, but I'm going to actually speed test it on 4S and then on 6S. So let me know what you think it's going to do on 4S and then 6S in the comments below. And then when we get this out and test this, we'll actually see who got it right and who got it wrong. It may be a little small differences as far as mile per hour with speed and stuff because I'm using different batteries. But anyway, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, stay tuned for the next video. I appreciate you guys watching.